Hey guys, this is Damien Sordelett with the Roanoke Times. I have College Football 26 and figured why not? Let's go ahead and play the first game, see how it looks. Include this first clip because Shane Bieber mentioned Ben Bell is the best pass rusher Tech has, and boom, right there, first play. Um, Brent Pride mentioned Lenore Sellers and his ability to run. This is one of the times I bring a blitz. I have man coverage, and there goes that man. Not ideal. But again, throwing the ball, Lenore Sellers is really good. This is one of the few times I just played exclusive nickel coverage on a drive, didn't mix it up, and Sellers burned me. I make plenty of adjustments afterwards. Uh, Now we're seeing Kyron Drones. I kept. You'll notice a trend when you see these passing plays throughout this game that I played. I kept everything relatively tight, so that way, uh, not a lot of slow developing routes, and he can get rid of it quickly. Kyron Jones is a runner. That's something that they will need here against the Gamecocks. And play action is really good in this one, especially with the ability to utilize a guy like Benji Gosnell. He's a guy who's probably not very high on the scouting report for South Carolina, so I elected to utilize him quite a bit in this game. And then being able to get a guy like Aiden Green involved early. Aiden Green came up with a ton of catches in this game that you'll see that I was able to clip. And Terrion Stewart is in this game. He's healthy, and he plays a big factor in this just because of his ability to run in between the tackles and really wear down South Carolina's defense. I can see why guys are really high on him. Give a shout out to Evan Watkins at 247 Sports, BT Scoop. He really loves Bully, and that's why. Here you go, Lenore Sellers again running. That's something Virginia Tech's going to have to do. I brought a blitz. They read it perfectly, and he got out with it really quick, easily. Was able to get a stop on that drive. And then Kyron Drones mentioned how once he gets into a rhythm throwing the ball, he likes to be able to keep throwing it. Just don't get him in rhythm and then just run. So I listened to the press conference, and I was like, all right, why don't I just keep him involved and then get Cam Selden involved in the passing game? Selden is one of the fastest players on the team, able to essentially utilize that, and then go with some old quarterback power. Use Stewart as a lead blocker, though he didn't even clip that guy, so Kyron paid the price on that one. We're going to go in here to the run game with South Carolina. And Caleb Woodson with the sack. So that's if Caleb Woodson plays. I actually was a play ahead there. Oscar Attaway, I know he doesn't get talked about a lot with Rasul Faison being cleared, but Attaway can do stuff like that, especially in draws, be able to break through some tackles. Here's some read options from South Carolina. And Virginia Tech's going to have to be really good on keying in on that, and that especially with Ben Bell there. Shane Beamer did say he had to watch a lot of Texas State film to know how good Ben Bell was. And I'm going to show you here James Junkum, that pursuit there off the edge. That's something that Virginia Tech needs him to do. He is a relentless worker off the edge. And watch the middle here. Kevin Gilliam really doesn't give this play a chance to develop. Beats the center off the rush. This is when I'm in the 5-2 front, and that proved to be really effective against South Carolina. RPO, I actually wanted to throw this out to the left, and you can see it was a good job of actually keeping it in Terrion Stewart's belly. He was able to break off a big old run there. Again, Aiden Green, this is a really tough play to make, especially being thrown behind him and the defender draped on him. Really good job catching that. And here's someone that no one talks a lot in the passing game. How about Harrison St. Germain? Touchdown. He hasn't recorded one of those yet, so good to see him do it in the video game. This is the only time I played quarter coverage, and Nick Harbor just sliced it right down the middle. I never called quarters the rest of the game. I primarily played cover 2, cover 3, and man. Again, Terrion Stewart, we're getting later into the game, and he's starting to get going into this. So as we keep going, again, Kyron Jones has been throwing the ball really well. We're not doing a lot of deep shots. We're keeping the routes fairly simple, making the reads easy for him in the passing attack. That way, boom, middle, Benji Gosnell. I don't know if South Carolina is going to make it. They'll probably make adjustments like this in real life, but the fact that they were leaving the middle open quite a bit, and then you get St. Germain again. Like I said, using the tight ends. They're not really high on the scouting report when you look at the wide receivers, so they'll be left open, like Benji Gosnell again. That drag route across the middle, getting him going with some momentum in one direction, you get the ball out in front of him, he's able to convert. And then I kept the ball in Terrion Stewart's belly, and he drags Dylan Stewart into the end zone. That's the tackle breaking ability that Virginia Tech wanted to get out of Stewart, that they really loved out of him at Bowling Green. And South Carolina did go to some tempo. Kevin Gilliam here breaks it up. Once I got a double-digit lead, they did go to some tempo to try to force me into some coverages. Again, Aiden Green with great adjustment on the catch. I did have to go to the secure catch route on that one to make sure I got the completion in. You can see how slow the bar moves for setting John Love's kick. Honestly, anything inside 40, it's money for him. Again, Jaden Keller is going to be key on this, especially with his ability against the run. We don't know Caleb Woodson's status, so his ability to fit the run is going to be crucial in this one. Here we are, jet sweep. I'm in man, so that worked perfectly because you're bringing the cornerback in coverage there to make the tackle, and then the linebacker who was covering or responsible for the quarterback was able to fill the gap. And again, Benji Gosnell, drag route, get him in motion, get him a full head of steam. He is really tough to bring down. And that is where Dylan Stewart, when you're doing a split run and the tight end isn't able to get over in time, Dylan Stewart can blow that up. That's why I clipped that. And again, easy pitch and catch. Again, my philosophy in playing this one, as you can see, 25 of 32, 314. Really trying to make sure Drones isn't having to throw a lot of deep passes. Harrison St. Germain laying out, making an acrobatic catch with the runner on him. Or a defender on him, I'm sorry. But that would make SportsCenter top 10. This is, again, Lenore Sellers. He's throwing to his left. He's throwing across his body and able to find Nick Harbor. That is something that I think the Virginia Tech coaches are stressing. Sellers can make any type of pass. Again, Nick Harbor is fast in this game. Like, stupid fast. So again, I know what's going to happen here. I thought I had great coverage, but then you get the, time play cover 3 and didn't have anyone underneath. That was something that hurt me. And then I'm waiting for this to happen because everyone on Twitter is going to type this in all caps, Beamer ball! And then they're going to scream it on TV as well. So whenever you get a block kick or anything like that, special teams wise, we are going to type Beamer ball in all caps. And then, of course, the fact that I have Terrion Stewart running the ball, that's where I'm able to take advantage. We don't know if Terrion's going to play or not. We don't know what his availability is. This play made me sick because if Stewart just clips that guy, Heath has the ball for 30 yards up the field. There's no one there blocking him. There's no one there to tackle him. That's a 30-yard gain. It was a great play design because it took everyone away. And then, of course, you get Aiden Green again. Big catch, big broken tackle, first down. Aiden Green, like you said there, 5 catches, 61 yards. I think I clipped virtually every one of his catches so far in this one. And then, boom. Terrion Stewart was a workhorse. You can see here he's gassed. Gassed, and there is a hole, and boom, first down. You'll see Brody Meadows is in there. Had Lath Ganem get an injury during the game, so I just had to make sure. Brought in Meadows. We don't know how strong he's going to be. But again, Terrion Stewart near the goal line. You got to give it to him. Kid's a workhorse down there. And here we go. And pick. Game. Sherrod Koval. One of the times I actually played dime coverage to get an extra safety out there. That's how you finish it off. We were able to run the ball out, run the clock out, and just waiting for the time to expire as Virginia Tech gets a win over a ranked team, first time under Brent Pry. Oh, I should probably mention they don't have the Aflac kickoff game in this, so I had to play the Peach Bowl to get it in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So that's how we got it. And how about that? Play this on All-American. I should probably play on a Heisman to be a little bit more realistic. But how about them? Hokies with a win. Again, I'm not going to predict this score. This is just having a little bit of fun and being able to, enjoy it, right? Now, here's something I kind of want to bring up. As I was watching this, I had to go back and see. There's a lunch pail. I don't know if that's Donovan Green or Caleb Spencer, but planting a lunch pail in the turf. I'm guessing EA had a graphic for someone planting a flag, Arizona State planting the spear into the grass in celebration. But the lunch pail going into the grass in celebration, that doesn't really work. So hopefully EA comes up with a much better celebration animation for the Hokies. But again, it's nice they incorporated the lunch pail. They should probably next time just have someone holding it up. Because nowadays, with most fields being turf, Virginia Tech can't get the turf from Mercedes-Benz Stadium and put it in the lunch pail. Because if you remember, back in the day, Virginia Tech would get the grass or dirt from the stadiums that they won at and put it in the lunch pail. So hopefully you like this. Again, I don't think the game's going to play out exactly like that. I had a very distinct philosophy in how to attack it. Nothing too exotic in terms of passing attack, just a lot of quick strikes, intermediate throws. Didn't try a lot of deep balls because I didn't want a lot of long developing plays that could allow Dylan Stewart and others get into the backfield. And I also mixed up coverages quite well. The 1/4s you saw because Nick Harbor sliced it right down the middle, but I did mix up a lot of cover 2, cover 3, man. Just try to keep Lenore Sellers guessing. Did throw in a few blitzes here and there just to try to create some pressure. And there was the one time where Sellers broke it open for a big run, but a lot of times I was able to create some pressure. So hopefully look forward to that when you're watching the game. Should be a fun one in Atlanta. We'll see you there.